'85. Well, I haven't given it much thought, but hopefully it'll be just as healthy as my first 84 years. Truthfully, at 84, I really feel like 55 until I have to do anything like endurance walking with your mother. But if I feel, I'm blessed. I feel really good. Must be family genes. Everyone seems to be walking their dogs very early. It's going to be 90 degrees today. And usually when there's cattle, sometimes they wander very close to the fence area. And one day, they did while I had Mando and Kona in the car. And the cowboys out there were rustling the cattle towards the gate, I guess. And just as they got close to the fence, thinking that their work is done, Mando started barking. The cattle scattered as quickly as they could.
That's pretty funny.
And I drove off, knowing the frustration that the cowboys had to re-round up the cattle. I see a red light on your camera. Is it filming?
Yeah.
Oh, well, good morning, camera. I'm here at Doug's Diner with my favorite grandson, Sawyer. Thank goodness he's going to edit a lot of this, so I can see why it's rolling.
What does this birthday mean to you?
It means that I get to do more. I'm looking forward to more classes, having new experiences through these classes that the Front Range Forum gives. And maybe, I don't know, maybe hopefully have the discipline to follow through with my music. I mean, I've been ignoring that and I hate doing that because I enjoy it. It's relaxing. Maybe not to people who have to listen to it, but it's relaxing. And to continue with my artwork. I kind of like the one behind you for some reason. I don't know why, but it has some type of a personality about it. I guess your back being turned to the viewer, and
How long did that meeting take?
a lot of these were about with the semester was a continuous painting and repainting and repainting. I think the one over there, the multimedia one with the different colors, was about over a couple of weeks. I had objects in front of me and then I just reinvented it.
I would describe Grandma as very, very creative and outgoing. She's super extroverted and it's awesome.
I describe her as very outgoing and always very creative, ever since I could remember when I was younger.
Grandma's like the type of person you can talk to about anything. Like, you like tell how your day was, or like, she can always tell you a good story.
Grandma is like the most positive person I know. Like everywhere we go or anytime we do anything, she just has something to good to say about it.
My favorite memory with Grandma was when we were all having a sleepover and Miranda thought it would be funny to like unscrew this Gatorade cap and like shake it everywhere, and it went all over the ceiling. And this was right after we put a hole in the wall and Grandpa got really pissed. And so Grandma came downstairs and saw the Gatorade on the ceiling, and it was like really scary because she went silent and then just walked back upstairs. But like the look on her face was enough to tell us that we were in big trouble.
When Grandma took us out driving in the back roads near her house, and she let every single one of us drive, maybe except Miranda, but we were all maybe 15. Lincoln was 13 or 14, and Sawyer was probably 12. and Sean was 10.
Is there something you still want to do or experience at this stage in your life?
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of reading and watching YouTube, mainly on the pioneers that came out east to west here. And I'd like to experience that. I understand they have tours to go along the original trail routes of the wagon trains and such. And if I tour again, it would be to see a lot of historical places here in the United States.
To living a long, fulfilling life from your perspective.
Gee, I wish I knew. I'm very lucky. I think it's good health. I really do. And not to isolate yourself when you get older. And plus, family comes first. That's really the nourishing backbone of it all. Just keep busy and healthy as you can, and to enjoy life.
What was it like growing up with Grandma as your mom?
Growing up with Grandma as my mom, Grandma was always up for anything. And she would take my sister and I to art shows and plays, and enrolled us in swimming and junior lifeguards and gymnastics and dancing. So it was Grandma was always very outgoing and very active.
Favorite memory with Grandma?
There's so many memories, a lifetime of memories. When I was younger growing up, Grandma would sometimes lose her temper, but she would always turn it around very quickly and make my sister and I laugh afterwards. And one time we had a Halloween mask in the car. It was Annie, little orphan Annie, that I was for Halloween. And Shannon and I were in the back seat, and she was driving, and she just lost her temper on us. And then we started laughing about it, and she put the Halloween mask on. And she said the next time she lost her temper, she would just wear the mask. Another favorite memory with Grandma is a recent memory that we made together, going to Paris together. And there's so many memories on that trip, but I'm really glad I had that opportunity to take that trip with Grandma, because it's not something that everybody gets to do with their moms. Just a mother-daughter trip, and Grandma had never been to Paris, so it was really fun to see Grandma wide-eyed and in awe of the city of Paris and all the museums we went to. So being on the riverboat cruise and watching the Eiffel Tower light up in the background and having Grandma just being, like a kid, like she is, like you guys all know she can be sometimes. So that was really cool.
What was it like when you first met Grandma?
I was incredibly nervous. It was when Kelly and I we just started dating, and Kelly had asked if I wanted to have dinner on her mom and dad's boat, and I had never had dinner on a boat, a small boat like that before, but I never met them, so I was just very, very nervous. But she was very welcoming, and she was very, very nice, and very good at cooking. Food was amazing. I was blown away by how small the kitchen was on their boat. My favorite memory with Grandma, I have a lot, but my favorite one, I don't know how far into my relationship with Kelly this had happened, but we had been going over to their boat for a lot of dinners, and every single dinner was just so delicious. And then she told me that she was making a really special dessert for one of the nights that we went over there, and she decided to boil some bananas. It was awful. It was so bad, and everyone kind of, I don't remember exactly how they cooked. I just remember they were boiled bananas, and we were spitting them out onto the plate. And to this day, she has almost a perfect record with her cooking, except for the boiled bananas.
What was your favorite memory with Grandma? What was driving with Grandma.
Speak. Speak. Anna. Speak.
Careful, Mom, careful. This is lucky. It's gonna get burnt. You don't have a glove on.
Hey, I'm not Scott. No offense, Scott, whichever lens you're in.
How long have these been on?
Oh, 30 minutes.
Okay, they're probably done. Yeah, okay, yeah.
I wanted to get a
Oh,
shot.
whoa. Watch out,
Gee, what's
watch
wrong?
out. That flame, it got really, really high.
Jeez,
Mother, that is not normal. It's catching on fire.
jeez, Kelly. Kelly, did I ask for dramatics? Hello there.
What's the secret to making great dinners? Or food like you do?
Hey, hi, Sawyer. Food? Well, thank you for the compliment. I mean, I lucked out on that because I do everything intuitively, and you kind of wonder if it's going to work out. Because I had that back in the mind, how other people were doing, but how do I want to do it? And I went to Trader Joe's, and I saw a champagne, mango champagne. I thought, hey, that sounds pretty good. So that would be good to marinate the chicken and add some honey to the marinade and the lemon, the garlic.
So just like tons of ingredients and kind of just like making your own kind of recipe out of others?
Yes, Originally I was going to make a sauce, that type of thing. And I was going to use capers, how it goes. But I thought this would be better for the chicken, for the taste to enjoy the chicken with that taste without anything that will take away from it. And I got lucky,
Yeah.
really lucky.
It was really good though.
Good, yeah.
Have you described like the story behind that photo or like basically where that drawing came from?
Yeah, it's a wonderful story. He was about 16, and his friend Jeffrey Chandler and his mom and dad and sister were going to Oahu. They asked George to join them, and George got permission from his family. And they spent a delightful week in Oahu. And then Jeffrey and his family, it was time for them, their vacation was over, and they returned to Pasadena. But your grandfather George just loved that free life of the Hawaiians on Oahu, so he stayed. I think he had about 3 cents in his pocket. He would sell seashells from the beach. There was a portraiture painter on the boardwalk, and he decided to have his portrait painted or drawn. And the picture you have there, he looks like a character out of Jack London, I think. I don't think he smoked a pipe, but he had a pipe in his mouth and a beard, a scruffy beard.
You want to go ahead and talk about all the...
Well, let's see. We'll talk about the pregnancy when you were still a little dot, and it was close to time for you being born. And your family never wanted to reveal the name that they had chosen. So between all your grandparents, we thought, well, it'll probably be named Bill Jr. or how about Emmanuel Rudolfo? I mean, we're all thinking of family names, right? And your dad came up to us and he said, I want you to know we have a baby boy, and his name is, and we went, Sawyer. And we went, Sawyer? Where did that come from? But it works. And your grandfather, George, said, that kid is going to grow into the name. He's going to be a swagger. And gosh, he's right. You grew into that name, I think, beautifully, I would think. Same thing with Lincoln. When he was born, they never revealed his name. And we always thought between us, well, it'll be named after one of us, of course, in the family, a junior. And they said, I want you to meet Lincoln. And we went, Lincoln? But it fits. It's beautiful. Beautiful names. Very individual. Yeah.
picture her like hair catches on fire.
Yeah,
Like
I
Fantastic
can,
Four?
too, yes.
How's it feel to be 85?
Whoops. Hi, Sawyer. You just caught me counting my candles. Well, how does it feel to be 85? I really don't know. I don't feel 85, only when I look in the mirror, of course. Then I see a way different face from my youth.
That's good.
Well, 85 feels great because right now I'm following all my passions. I have a beautiful family such as you and your brother, what's his name? Lincoln? Maybe I'm losing my memory, but, and your mom and dad. I'm very fortunate. And Nani and Papa.
If you could pass on one piece of advice to your family or younger generations, what would it
Love your family. Be with family. That's what it's all about. It really is. I'm blessed.
be? As you look back on 85 years of life, what's something special and important to you that you've learned?
Patience, I think. Everything does eventually, if you don't feel like it's right now, it comes around. And have patience and learn from other people.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Melinda.
Mama, grandmother.
Happy birthday to you.
So, where do you think you'll go from here?
Where will I go from here? Well, onward. That's it.
Yeah, that's it. We're good.
Yes. And I thank you for your time. It's been wonderful talking with you.
Thank you. Yeah.
God, more than that, you're my grandson.